Lighten up, Johnny and Phil. Folks, I'm going to get right to it today because I'm in some mood today. I'm in some mood. Quick Vegas Robaina Famoso, one of my favorite cigars. Brilliant texture. As some of you might know, March Madness is upon us. Brackets have been revealed, and I'm filled with joy. So what happened was my printer broke, so I needed to print out a couple of brackets. None of my friends are reliable, including Phil. Shout out to Phil. He's always busy. No clue what he does, but he's constantly busy. I had to go to the library. And the obstacles that these people just put me through, I couldn't believe it. I walk in there, the place is a zoo. I mean, you can't even move in there. Go up to the front desk. Excuse me, sweetheart. Is it possible if I can use the internet to print out a few copies? You need a library card. You know what she reminded me of? Yeah, Throw Mama from the Train. Danny DeVito, Billy Crystal, you know the mother? Owen. Owen. That's what she reminded me of. I'm like, man, I don't want to take out any books. All I want to do is print out 3 copies. You need a library card. Okay. Again, ma'am, you're never going to see me again. I have no interest in your books. I'm not renting any DVDs. All I want to do is make a couple copies. 5 minutes use of your internet and a printer. Whatever it is, I'll give you. No personality. Her whole response. Again, you need a library card. Okay. At this point, young girl, about 3 tellers down, is hysterical laughing. She calls me over. She goes, she'll take care of me. She goes, forgive her. She's a little moody. I'm like, sweetie, what will it take for me to get out of here? All I want to do, again, 5-minute use of your internet, 3 copies. I just need brackets. That's all I need. I don't want to take out any books. I don't want to rent any movies. Just need access to a printer. The girl's hysterical. Great cigar, by the way. Cocoa. A lot of cocoa in this. A little brand. Vegas Robaina Famoso introduced this to Phil. Phil loves it. I love it. One of my top 3 cigars. Just a beautiful cigar. One of my favorite brands, the Vegas brand. Finally, the girl explains to me, in order to get the copies, you got to put your card number. And listen, people, I haven't been to a library in 15 years. The system they got going on there is bonkers. So I'm wearing the shirt, the Yonkers shirt. So, make a long story short, the girl gives me my card. Now I go to the computer section. Guess who's in the computer section? throw mama from the train has now moved from the front to the computer section. I go right for her. I go right for her. Hello, how are you? Ma'am, can you direct me to... I need a computer. Are these computers adaptable to the printer, or do I gotta go on this side? You need a library card. Sweetheart, I got my library card. Here you go. Here you go. I got my card. Got my card. Now, what's the next step? She points me to the proper direction. Now, again, I have no clue what kind of process this is. It's insanity. It's insanity. This library is insanity. Then she asked me, are you a Yonkers resident? I'm like, do you see the shirt I got on? Do you see what I'm wearing? Where do you think I live? In Wappinger Falls? I got a shirt on that says Yonkers. Where do you think I live? Are you kidding me? Where's your library card? Takes my card, puts the number in the machine. Then I gotta sit down. I gotta get to the website. I gotta do what I gotta do. I was at that computer no longer than 3 minutes. I was trying to get the library card. I mean, I was in there for at least a half hour, and only 3 minutes was dedicated to the computer. This woman was an absolute nightmare. 4 times she said, you need a library card. All right, I get it. I can honestly say that I will never step foot in that library or any library ever again. My printer broke. I need things printed. And that was my experience today. As for the weather, beautiful weather. The Breadman and I have been doing a tournament for the past 18 years. March Madness. You're basically picking 8 teams. It's a whole point system. Phil has decided to fill out his own bracket. Now, those of you who know anything about Phil hasn't a clue what a bracket is. Couldn't name 2 people in college basketball, but he's got to fill out a bracket. So I know what's coming next. I know Phil. He's got to be a part of everything. Phil's going to beg and plead to play. I can't allow Phil in. As much as I love Phil, I can't allow him in. I'm a 9-time bracket champion. The Breadman is an 8-time bracket champion. Who the hell is Phil? We're going to allow this guy in? Now I'm going to talk to the Breadman because I know the begging's coming. I know the begging's coming for Phil. Wednesday night he's going to start shivering. Just like work. Dying to work for me. Phil couldn't work for me. Phil's the type of guy, goes to the bathroom, he's on hiatus for 20 minutes. I can't have that. I can't have that in my firm. I need you working. I need you at your station. Phil gets lost. Phil's on the phone. He's eating his kale. He's eating up broccoli. I can't have that. I can't have that. I can't have it. I can't have it. So I got to break the news to Phil. about how he can't participate. It's going to break his heart. I know it. But he's got to understand. I mean, why else is he filling out a bracket? He's trying to impress me. That's what he does. You know, he's fantasy obsessed with the Johnny Mop Squad. He is. I'm sorry. He is. He dissects every trade I do in fantasy, every move I make. This man has his binoculars out. That's what he is. That's what he does. That's his fantasy life. It cannot exist without me in it. Can't. It just can't happen. Why else does he want to fill out a bracket? He wants to try to impress me. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I mean, why else would you fill out a bracket? Why else? You need a library card. Boy, what a winner she was. Can you imagine living with this lady? Can you imagine? I just can't believe how the library has changed. I mean, what a disgrace. And then to charge me $3 for 3 colored prints, some of the worst copies. The copy didn't. The print didn't even fill up the page. It's a half a page. I don't know what's going on in there, but the racket they got running, my goodness. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster. It doesn't make any sense. I might have to look into it. I might have to look into what's going on in that library. This is all cocoa, folks. It's slight coffee, maybe some decaf. Hold the milk. Hold the milk. All in all, tremendous cigar. I mean, the Vegas Robaina, this and the San Cristobal. I love Monty too, but Monty, you just gotta wait. You gotta wait too long. These, right out the box. You don't need much time for these. This is just it's milk chocolate, decaf coffee, little bran. Sometimes you get just a dab of bran, just a dab. Standing guard here at the water tower. And that's it. You know, I mean, it's just what they put me through today just to get copies. I can't rely on no one for copies. My printer goes down, I'm done. I'm done. And I got to get ready for the bread man. Picks are due by Wednesday. It's a huge year for us. 18th year anniversary. And after 18 years, now Phil wants to get in. Where was Phil 18 years ago? That's the question I have for him. Where was he 18 years ago? Now Phil, he's all. Our fantasy baseball draft is a week from yesterday. It's this coming Sunday. And Johnny got the number 1 pick. And the drama that surrounds this pick, unbelievable. Do I go Harper? Do I go Trout? Do I go pitcher? I don't know. But I will tell you this. I start this draft. This draft doesn't start till I make the pick. So Phil, the Rum, Big Daddies, they gotta wait for me. They wait for me. And the story that's brewing, phenomenal. Who will Johnny take one is the question. And folks, I don't know. Do I have the courage to reach for Bryce Harper at one? Not many people would do it. Not many people have the courage to pass on Mike Trout. By far the greatest player and fantasy player in the game. If the draft was today, I pass on Trout. If the draft was today, I take Bryce Harper. Unfortunately, I have 6 days to marinate on this decision. And as the league stands at attention, as the league looks on, and as Phil sits there with his binoculars and watches my every move, the drama builds. The story deepens. What a first year of fantasy baseball this is going to be. I can only wish it's half as fun as fantasy football. That being said, Vegas Robaina Famoso, tremendous cigar. Tremendous, I mean, in every aspect of the phrase. It's absolutely glorious. One of Johnny's favorites, one of Phil's favorites. Go out and get your box. Unbelievable. Vegas, straight Cuban, tremendous cigar. Shout out to Phil. I don't know how I'm going to break the news to Phil about being denied access to the March Madness tournament. I'm going to break it to him gently. Hopefully he can understand. Lighten up. Johnny and Phil. Vegas Robaina Famoso. You need a library card.